All right. So now this is what somebody tried to do with the specific sound file because of what it did on the internet. All right, you guys. Shit, they're making all the fucking noise. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a coding tutorial. So, all right, you guys. So I do these coding tutorials to let people know what's going on, educate people on this new coding system, show people why the internet is going to be closing down. We've done more than enough to prove that. Give me 1 second. Something happened in space with a lot of our kids last minute where different whores were playing with the specific substance of glamour and illusion. Then they were going to like 3 and 4 year olds, like, oh, make a copy of your mom's eyes, make a copy of your mom's pussy, make a copy of your dad's dick, and then you're gonna have spiritual powers. There's a battle on planet Earth. You have to make a copy of all of their organs and all of their bodies so that there will be a specific anchor for you to be able to meet a soulmate. So this just happened in the past week where all these kids all at once started making copies of all their parents' anatomy in the middle of the night. So there's some goofy ass bitch that got put in a sex torture chamber today because they caught what she was doing and then they were trying to get these kids to basically make binary like scapes for the anatomy. Why is it going that far? Right? So some of you guys should be able to hear me. Okay, it's your phone tripping exactly. So they were then trying to get your kids to make binary scapes of your anatomy. Like, oh, look, their child turned this and made it digital. We can give this to the pale one. So the whites on the planet Earth. And then we'll be able to do this and that, but they're going to see it. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that while we were on like meth. So that's what they were doing. Some people have even died because their kids are making copies of their organs. Then these goofy holes are taking the copy of the organ and putting it in different substance spaces and binding magic there. So now, again, this is why a lot of people are getting murdered and passing away because this is the goofy bullshit that they thought that they were going to be doing on planet Earth. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this. I'm going to reset this video. I'm going to restart this coding tutorial now that you guys know what is going on. Making copies of my eyes, making copies of my hand. And I was wondering what was going on because I kept on seeing a copy of my hand, like cooking food. And I was like, what are you guys doing? Because usually my kids do that. Like they'll make copies of my hands, like, oh, I like my mom's cooking. And they'll make copies of my hands in different places so them and their friends can like eat while they're like playing video games. But I noticed something was really weird this time because of where my hand kept on moving. And then Aliyah, she's in space. She came around to me and she was like, oh, somebody fucking died today because they weren't seeing the bullshit that was going on. Somebody passed away. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a good thing that that bitch died because she should never been playing like that. And that's how it all came out. So that's what the fuck you were doing. Oh, you must make a copy of your mom. And these are like small babies and they're sensitive. And this is like something that's going to come out with autism and learning disabilities in certain black and brown children. It's because of how they were playing in their dream state in space and how these hoes thought that they were going to be getting code for white men. That's what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm talking about space drama. Pause. Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? My son has cerebral palsy because they made a copy of his spine. Oh, then I can move his hands and his arms around. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Yeah, because he's in a wheelchair and these kids are suffering on the planet. Okay, actually, where's that meth? This is what the fuck I'm talking about with goofy assholes. They thought that they were going to be running games. Now, who's giving these hoes food? Who's giving them temporary shelter? Right? Who's helping them hide? Who's giving them the substance to play with Quizardrunera and the rest of us? It was goofy ass niggas in space that they went to go hide in another universe. Like they went to go hide over there. Like, oh, okay. They won't see us over here. Like we'll hide our planet, we'll hide our universe. Like, but we're not really growing food. And the little food that we are growing, why are you having sex with her? She's supposed to be working for us just to keep them quiet. Okay, well, remember, I'm your wife. Shit like that. And they have divination markings and they were supposed to be indigenous. Oh, okay. Because they started slavery and they're trying to find a way to like cancel out the magic that they got hit with. So I was like, who the fuck keeps on making copies of my damn flower? Gregory San Remo, what are you doing? I whipped the fuck out of my daughter. What the fuck are you doing? Something kept on twirling in my ear. I'm like, wait, hold on. Huh? After I was like working with these certain frequencies, I said something's wrong because it got turned off and something got turned back on. I said something's deadly wrong. So that's what the fuck you were doing playing with my daughter. Then they're making copies of your kids and putting them in certain substance spaces. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's actually really fucking disgusting, right? Right? Then they're making copies of your kids and then putting them in certain substance spaces. Like, I don't know. Why was my baby born early and she's not growing? Okay, she has this learning disability. She has. So you mean to tell me that that's why there's even something such as disability on the planet? That's what these holes start. That's what they do in space. They don't have any fucking melanin. Okay, so they can get dick and they can get food. And then the niggas that are like doing this from a far off universe, they were once on the planet like in the 1920s or in the 1800s. That's been done. They can't even get bodies like in this treasureverse. They want to go hide far, far, far off in a substance. And the only way that they were able to hide what they were doing is that because we shit on the planet. Like, oh, we'll tie magic to their DNA through the feces on the planet. Then we'll blind their eyes just in this universe so they can't see what the fuck we're doing or where we went to go hide. Because I was like to my daughter, why are you acting so psycho? I was talking, I was like, do you need mental health support? Mommy's here like to talk to you. What is going on? Why are you eating so much? Don't be overeating. You know, if you want snacks, go talk to your mom. Like, I have some snacks for you. When we're having family time, then that's when everyone gets to eat. You don't need to be doing all these things. Oh, I was feeding this entity. She said that we're gonna be friends on the planet and she needs to store up nutrition. What? Um, Ignacentia, why are you making fucking copies of my tentacles? Why would you make a copy of half of my brain? I'm like, who the fuck is talking straight into my like brain? Oh, mom, she said that when we come to the planet, that this is how we'll be able to activate our aquatic functions and defeat this demon once and for all. That's not. If I said, why are you starting this and making copies of this flower and what are you doing playing with my feet? Well, I don't want to go to the wrong parents because there's a magic that they do in space to get the gifted children to ratchets. I want to make sure I get to my mom. If I say you're not coming to the planet, it's okay, but just in case. So they told me to make a copy of your feet so that we will be connected. If I said, why the fuck are you making copies of my meridians? You copied all my fucking organs. And this is the type of bullshit I will shoot you in your fucking face. They have ESP guns in space. This is the type of bullshit that they've been doing. Now I see what the fuck has been going on. I'm like, wait, hold on. How is this shit still on my ears? I've done everything. Oh, you want to go play with my kids? That's the last game that they can play. Playing with my aquatic companion, her baby. Um, Mom Kiki, I seen it, but I don't want to go into the ocean there. It's cold there. There's no food. I want to stay with my mom here. So I'm gonna make a copy course, and then she'll be protecting me over here. Why the fuck are you guys doing shit like that? And then they're running magic because the substance is tainted. I have to send a message out in space. I'm gonna speak in English because that's how you know I'm being fucking ridiculous. If I catch another event, if I see another one of these, well, those kids did this and that did it, I'm going to fucking poison you. I don't want to fucking hear about it. And now you guys see, so why was this going on so long? Because these stupid, dirty ass holes want to go play in space like that. There is a turning it off. That's the problem. It keeps getting turned off. And remember, they're in front of white people, and the physical body is on planet Earth. So they're like, oh, the whites are coming after our bodies. Look, Takashi 69 is getting charged. Look, Cardi B has no money. Look, Drake is getting threatened, and the police are not helping him. And he's making police reports and shit like that. And they're turning on him and against him. So their bodies are on planet Earth. So they're basically like, oh, what can we do to make it seem like we have a stronghold on the internet? So that's what the fuck they were doing. I was like, why the fuck is this thing like still on? Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna put this on private, but I just have to let you guys know that I was gonna do a coding tutorial here. I'm so sick and fucking tired of it every day. I'm like, okay, you made a copy of my intelligence spectrum. Yes. Then they said that me and my mom will not be separated because I don't want to get to a wrong mother on the planet. I want to be with my mom. And okay, so you made a copy of my intelligence band, my divination marking, and then you're putting it in the video game? Like, yes. And then I will have my mom's energy to defeat this demon. She keeps coming to me in the dream state. That's your fucking teacher. She's trying to get you to play with spell work. Torture every single last one of those holes. Here's this crystal that I have. What? Because I was like, who's bringing my because my Astro band is like right here. Like I was like, who's playing with my Astro band like that? Because it's huge. I'm like, this is like the size of like Pluto. This Astro band. How did you get that Astro band like that? Who's playing? I mean, somebody's playing with my other body that she lives like all the way over there in another Tresorverse. And I was like, who the fuck is playing like that? And why am I hearing all this bullshit and ow in my ear? Like, oh, hold on, bitch. You must be looking for a war. Oh, we told your daughter to make a copy of it, and that way she'll have like ultimate spiritual gifts to come and fight with you down here because your daughter is a fighter. And my baby's an Aries. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Now I see what the fuck they've been doing because I broke that magic the first time and I whooped my daughter's ass. And now I see again, okay, so that's what they were doing. They were playing with our kids. Okay, now I see the deal that they were making with white people. This is what I'm talking about. That's why you guys keep on hearing me talking about the Spanish community. That's the deal they thought that they were going to be making to play with these families that they started these wars with. Like, we'll be able to defeat them once and for all. Like, wow, this is extensive, this information. What the fuck are you talking about? Make a copy of your mom's DMT spectrum. Why? You have to make a copy of your mom's melanin so that you have this melanin when you come to the planet, or else you're gonna end up pale. Why would I end up pale on the planet? That's not true. I'm gonna go make a copy of this, and me and my mom are gonna be together. Why do I feel like there's a big ass hole in the middle of my fucking head? Oh, I want to communicate with my mom before I get there so that she knows the treats that I like. She knows she knows what to do. She knows what to get me and how to prepare for me to come down there. Some of you guys don't know that you have your kid twice because they played with this magic. Oh, I had twins. You have your child twice because hoes are playing with magic. I want you to fucking murder her now. I don't want to hear any conversation who you're working with. I don't want to fucking hear it. Torture that bitch now. So this is the nonsense that they've been doing for the past 4 or 5 years. Because I was wondering when this whole thing first opened up with the virtual reality, you guys kept on hearing a voice like, "Oh, look at Nagini." It was like a talking serpent. That's my fucking daughter. They have their serpent body. I was like, "Oh," because I thought like, "Oh, a talking serpent. Like that's so dope. Like that makes sense." Like somebody opened a portal in my head because why am I hearing your fucking voice, Drake, and a bunch of other people? And there's a talking serpent and she's psychic. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm getting like, I don't know, I'm getting spiritual gifts and powers. I don't know really, but like this is really strange. But I guess I love your voice. You're so cute. So I'll talk to you. That's what got to start in the hood. Who's that? Whose voice is that? And now I see what the fuck you were doing. You were playing with my daughter the whole fucking time and starting a bunch of shit with white people on the computer. Murder all those whole sex torture chamber. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. There's a demon that wants to enter into this reality. He's gonna destabilize some shit. I don't care. Bring him in this reality. Let him deal with it. Google wise, and I don't want to fucking hear about it. So I see who the fuck was doing that. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, you guys. This one, yeah. Also, that's when my brother got killed because they told his son in space to make a copy of him and put him in the video game. And then my brother actually got shot on planet Earth because that's the only way that white people can hit us. So after they started slavery, all that magic that they used to start that got banished. So they said, "Oh, we're gonna have a new plan to play with their kids." This is the first round of it. It's been going since like the 1970s. Oh, yeah, my dad makes music on the planet, and here are his vinyls. Okay, that's a great thing. Thank you. I just wanted to listen to his music and making copies.